Lansing police officers will not be charged in the death of 54-year-old Anthony Hulon in the Lansing lockup last year. Attorney General Dana Nessel said on Friday that the officers did what they were supposed to do under difficult circumstances. "We warn you, some of the footage you're about to see is disturbing." Anthony Hulon died after being handcuffed and pinned to the ground in Lansing lockup on April 10, 2020. He had been arrested for suspected domestic violence.
He was observed having erratic behavior and was believed to have assaulted his roommate.
In the video from the police station, Hulon told officers he couldn't breathe and passed out. A medical examiner ruled Hulon's cause of death as asphyxia and also called it a homicide.
Mr. Hulon's autopsy revealed high levels of amphetamines and methamphetamines in his system at the time of his death. He also suffered from hypertensive and atherosclerotic disease, which according to the medical examiner contributed to his death.
Nessel said evidence also shows Hulon may have unknowingly ingested a dangerous substance laced in the drugs affecting his behavior.
Based on the evidence reviewed, we believe Mr. Hulon, who was reportedly an experienced meth user, may have unknowingly ingested an unknown dangerous substance laced in the meth that affected his behaviors in ways that he did not contemplate.
After reviewing a report from Michigan State Police, Lansing Police reports, an autopsy report, medical records from Sparrow Hospital, and over 40 hours of video, the Attorney General's office found insufficient evidence to justify criminal charges.
We found no evidence that any officer intentionally committed any injury to Mr. Hulon or acted in any way to inflict harm.
Hulon's sister filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the city, which is still ongoing. Nessel said she fully stands behind the decision not to charge the 4 officers involved.
The officers in this case did what they were supposed to do under the circumstances.
Nessel also announced findings from an in-custody death in the Muskegon County Jail. Paul Bolthouse died in March of 2019 after suffering 22 visible seizures over a 5.5-hour period in his cell.
None of the seizure instances were treated by the deputies nor the registered nurse on site that night, even though evidence will show they were aware of the seizure activity.
Nessel said the Attorney General's office will be charging those involved in Bolthouse's death with involuntary manslaughter.
The defendants willfully neglected that duty, and their failure to perform the duty was grossly negligent to human life.
Lansing Police Chief Daryl Green said Hulon's death was an unfortunate incident, and the next step is an internal review to examine the officer's actions and department procedures regarding this incident. Reporting in your Lansing neighborhood, Michaela Temple, Fox 47 News.